Power is not an institution, and not a structure. Neither is it a certain strength we are endowed with. It is the name that one attributes to a complex strategical situation in a particular society. Well, many people will always associate power with certain kinds of strength: physical, mental, emotional, sexual. Yeah, if you can manipulate people into behaving in ways that benefit you personally or otherwise, is this not a kind of power? I suppose it depends what you mean by power. Context is everything, right? We can narrow or broaden our definitions as we see fit. He spoke about power quite a bit, did Foucault. Anyway, next quote. What strikes me is the fact that in our society, art has become something which is only related to objects and not to individuals or to life. Art and life are directly related. Art imitates life, and art is created by individuals. Maybe Foucault has a much narrower view of what art is, what constitutes art, than I. Yeah. Next, madness is the absolute break with the work of art. It forms the constitutive moment of abolition, which dissolves in time the truth of the work of art. That's nonsense. Sane people do not have a monopoly on the creation of stirring, meaningful works of art. People who suffer from mental illness can produce brilliant things and shine light on profound truths. Quote, perhaps transgression is like a flash of lightning in the night, which, from the beginning of time, gives a dense and black intensity to the night it denies, which lights up the night from the inside, from top to bottom, yet owes to the dark the stark clarity of its manifestation, its harrowing and poised singularity. What? Does that seem like pretentious bollocks to anyone else? I mean, I follow what he's saying, but yeah, that's really pretentious. We demand that sex speak the truth, and we demand that it tell us our truth, or rather, the deeply buried truth of that truth about ourselves, which we think we possess in our immediate consciousness. Sex isn't really complicated though, is it, at base? It's a biological function. This quote doesn't really resonate with me. I'm not demanding sex speak the truth. Who's we, I ask? I'm not really one for making demands of sex, so yeah. Next quote. Chance does not speak essentially through words, nor can it be seen in their convolutions. It is the eruption of language, its sudden appearance. It's not a night twinkle with stars, an illuminated sleep, nor a drowsy vigil. It is the very edge of consciousness. To someone else, that quote might sound very profound. To me, to my ears, it sounds like bullshit. Ostentatious wank. Alright, one more. The judges of normality are present everywhere. We are in a society of the teacher judge, the doctor judge, the educator judge, the social worker judge. Yeah, people are judgy. Stating the bloody obvious, really. I see that many folks are really impressed with Foucault, regard him as a great philosopher of the 20th century. In what I've read, I find him to be long-winded at times, not easy to read, and perhaps is needlessly complex in the way he addresses sexuality. And some of the things he wrote about madness were either a bit showy and over the top, or just wrong on a basic level. So yeah, Foucault, not a fan myself.